Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I got another spooky movie review for you guys. And today I got Saw 3. IMDb rated this movie a 6.2, but I gotta say that is completely wrong because this movie is a 9.5. I understand, once again, it's a horror movie, so obviously IMDb and the general public will rate it lower because some people do not like horror movies. Won't ever understand that, but that's okay. Anyway, let's go on to talking about this movie specifically. This has by far been my most favorite of the Saw series so far. It's been very enjoyable. Will say that the story was very compelling throughout it. It just made a really good viewing experience. It definitely is where I could see it being the end of the series, and I'm not too sure why it's not. I've not watched any of the newer ones since pretty much watching Saw 3. So from 4 on, it's pretty much up in the air of whether or not I've seen it because I can't remember. Anyway, I think this movie was really good because you have Amanda Young, aka Jigsaw's or John Kramer's assistant from the second movie. You have her taking over and controlling the games. But you can tell that each one of those games were not like they usually are. And what do I mean by that? I don't know. Give me a second and I'll be able to explain. In the previous movies, you saw that when John Kramer did it, he gave them the opportunity to live. Some of the examples was the bear trap. All she had to do is take the key, put it in, bam, trap goes off of her head, she's safe. Well, you saw guys who escaped, who could have potentially escaped their traps in this movie. One guy couldn't because the door either way would have been welded. So even if he won and got out of that trap, he still would have died because there was a bomb. And I'm trying to be as vague as possible. That's why it's kind of sounding weird while I'm trying to explain it, because I'm not trying to spoil a bunch of things that happen in the movie. But I really found that interesting because I was like, this isn't like the previous games. Like, seemed a lot more gruesome, but also it just didn't quite seem right. And I love the fact that the detectives thought the exact same thing. But let's continue going deeper into this movie. So, I love the fact of the dynamic of the two characters who are both in a test. The guy has to pretty much choose in each room. He has to choose whether or not to save a certain person who did him wrong. The woman just has to keep John Kramer alive because she is a doctor, and so she was working to make sure he's okay. Time and time again throughout it, it was mentioned that these two people might have a connection. Once again, trying to be vague, but trying to also go into more details about this movie. And there was secretly another part to this where it was actually a test on Amanda. I thought that was awesome. And then on top of that, it became another test for the man by the end of the movie, and I will not explain why. And I'm interested on seeing how this will continue, because allegedly John Kramer may not be alive. I don't know. But overall, though, this movie was just freaking awesome. So many parts. Like, halfway through the movie, I was sitting there and I was like, Jigsaw mentioned something. John Kramer mentioned something. And I sat there and I thought, and I was like, and I made the connection that turned out later to be true at the end of the movie, and I felt like a genius because I was finally wrapping my head around, because even in the movie itself, when it's telling to pay attention to what he's saying that to the people watching the movie as well. Because if you're paying attention to what he's saying, it all connects before the end of the movie where they make that connection. And I think that's brilliant. And so with that happening to me specifically in this movie, I think that's why I love it so much even more. Sorry, I'm getting real giddy about it because I really, really, really enjoyed this movie. Like I said previously, though, I'm excited to see where this story progresses. I don't know how they're going to continue it. I definitely thought that they were going to do Amanda longer, but apparently they may not be doing Amanda longer. This is specifically in the context of the first 3 movies, because I've not seen the other ones. I'm only saying that again because I don't want any confusion because I have like literally no idea. It's not like I've seen them previously, and so like for the play of like YouTube and stuff being like, I don't know what's gonna happen next, but I secretly do. I legitimately have no idea what's gonna happen next. But anyway, I will say not as many insane traps compared to a lot of others, but there were a lot of intense traps. And I could, once again, imagine myself being in that situation where I could be like, I would easily know what to do in this, because this is outside perspective. But if I'm actually sitting there in his position going through these traps, I think I would probably react similar to he did, because he's conflicted. I remember you was conflicted. Shout out Kendrick Lamar. Anyway. Sorry. So it's so easy, once again, from the outside perspective, to be like, this is easily how you do it. You just grab it, save it. And you can see him conflicting these things because for months and months and months and months and years, you had this man sitting there and seeking out his revenge for these specific people. And then he has to save them. Oh my goodness, I thought that was awesome. I so enjoyed that. And as he got towards the end, more things started connecting in my mind. And it all leads to the end, where the final few minutes of that movie are pure cinema. I think that is one of the best endings to a movie I've seen in general, because literally the entire time I'm sitting there, mouth agape, because I am just like overwhelmed with all these different kind of emotions and stuff, and being like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe this was the case. Anyway, such a good film. If you guys have not seen it, 100% check it out. Honestly, if you've not seen the Saw franchise, 100% should watch it. I know that there are probably not going to continue being as great as films as there are with this one, but we'll have to see how I feel with those other films. Because a lot of these films that I'm watching and I'm rating, I'm just rating mainly on how much I enjoy them and how much overall enjoyment I think people will have watching them, compared to like IMDb, or you have Rotten Tomatoes that rate it based on the general public. This is my viewpoint from my viewpoint and perspective is the same thing. Anyway, my viewpoint of how I feel about the movie. But anyway, definitely should check it out. And if you have not watched it in a long time, why not? You can find them. You can illegally stream them. You can find them on Peacock. You can find them on a bunch of other places because they are a really popular series. But anyway, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also, right after I get done recording this video and I get to uploading it, I'm going to hop over and watch Saw 4 and then put out that review immediately after I get done watching it. That is my plan, and I'm sticking to it. So right after this video, another video will be uploaded, and I'm not too sure why, but that's happened a few times where it's shown that I've uploaded back to back, and it's not that I have done that, but for whatever reason, sometimes when I go to publish videos, they will say public, and I'm like, great. So I don't think about looking at it that much. And then sometimes I'll publish them, and they'll say private, and I don't know why. I never click private. Always try to make sure it's on public, but apparently it likes to go private sometimes. But anyway, thank you so much if you've gotten this far. Don't forget to let me know any but movies, specifically horror related, that you want me to watch and review for this YouTube channel. Just don't forget to let me know down in the comments below. But you guys have a great rest of your day.